Okay. So what happened between before with the other? I don't know what's going on with this computer, and I was talking about. I think I left off at growing pains. I think I pretty much touched on that. The next chapter of my book is called Motherly Love. I talk about me and my mom's relationship, living at home, and how I didn't understand some things growing up in a household with my family, and a lot of decisions my mom made I was not in total agreement. But like I said, I was young, I didn't understand a lot of things, and now that I'm older, oh, I understand, but I don't think that I would be able to do some of the things that she did and went through. But I love my mom to death. That's my number one fan. Always. She has always supported me in whatever I did, whether it was right or wrong. She let me learn on my own. She let me, make my own mistakes. And sorry, I think that's the best way to learn is on your own and through trials and tribulations. So, another section of my book is called Daddy's Little Girl. And when I wrote Daddy's Little Girl, I named it that kind of to be a little sarcastic. I'm not a daddy's girl at all. Actually, I wasn't a daddy's girl. Me and my dad did not get along when I lived at home. Needless to say, I left home when I was 16 because me and my father just could not get along. I love my dad. It was just some things that I just really don't know, and I probably will never understand to this day. But it is what it is, and y'all read about all that in the book. Another section, of course, I gotta talk about my sister and my brother. Um, I have a lot of siblings, but in the book, I talk about the two that I grew up with and the two that I knew my whole life, and so I have a section for them. Another chapter is called Boys, Boys, Boys. So, what is Boys, Boys, Boys about? You take a wild guess. I just basically talk about dealing with boys. I think I started dealing with boys at the age of 13. Yeah. So I talk about all my relationships with different guys. Of course, no, I don't use their names in the book, but I'm sure they will know who I'm talking about. Different relationships with different guys, different things I went through with guys, and how I was a teenager and thought I knew so much about everything that had to do with guys, and I really did not know a lot. And it's a lot of girls out here who think they know and they really don't know. So that's another reason why I wrote this book, because it's worse now than it's ever been as far as relationships and teenagers and sex and STDs, and you got AIDS, and it's just crazy. And I I couldn't imagine coming up um like in the 2000s being a teenager. I was born in 79, so I basically came up in the 80s and 90s. These kids, they really got it bad out here, and you just gotta watch over your kids and pray for them and just hope for the best, because it's terrible. So that section, Boys, 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 I need that to be a learning learning experience for somebody. Like, read that section and learn from it. Like, don't make the same mistakes I made, please. And just be smart about the decisions you make, and the decisions you well, yeah, the decisions you make and who you choose to make them decisions with, because I tell you. Um, and I talk about love, and I had love. You know, love is love is love is love, and I've been in love before, so I talk about all the joys of being in love and all the heartaches of being in love, and some things you might go through that you don't want to go through and you don't expect to go through, but that's life. I just take everything as a learning experience. Never have any regrets. Never. Just take it as a learning experience. Keep it moving. And I think that's it. the next part of this video, I think I touch on marriage and separation and all that other good stuff. So you can go to part 3 now because I'm about to end part 2. Peace.